because it's blurry. But we have, I think it's Butch, and we have, is that Deirdre? Hanging out. We're going to be looking at a few things that you may have missed because they were not in the Nintendo Direct. In fact, you have to go to like the proper Nintendo Japanese sites and Twitter to find some of these things that will be included in the new 2.0 and the expansion pack DLC for the Animal Crossing New Horizons. So let's get into it. There's a lot of screenshots from the Direct itself, but here's something new that was included. It looks like we can get these 6 new items in here, like the poster that we find in Resident Services. I'd like to think it's a Tom Nook motivational poster. Looks like some toilet paper. I don't know what this is. It looks like either an item we can put on the wall or maybe like it's a door sign. We have a balloon, which is kind of cool. Sorry about the rain if you can hear that. So if you go to nintendo.co.jp, which is their Japanese website, we have a few things that we can notice right here. And I'm not sure if you noticed this in the Direct, but we have in Bo's room here, we have a skateboard rack. So we have this here. But then we also have, there's a skateboard that lays on the ground as well that we saw. This bed is new. So are these cabinets and this chest right here. This kind of china set as well as a bread basket. These new drinks. There's a whole bunch of new drinks that keep popping up around this Direct. And we have some new furniture, this table and chair set that look like they go together. Up here, behind this monkey, we have a new... It looks like a DIY set or maybe some kind of like workstation from home. And then in the background, we know that we're getting these vines, but we also know that we're getting these ladders that we can leave set up. And it looks like this is a vine ladder that we can leave set up, which is pretty cool. All right, so there are all these little bubbles here. And one thing I want to point out is nobody caught this. I haven't seen anybody talking about this, but at the very end of the Direct, and I'm going to zoom in here. At the very end of the Direct, we have, who is this? It looks like, it's kind of hard to see because it's blurry. But we have, I think it's Butch, and we have, is that Deirdre? Hanging out in inner tubes in the water. And there was a flamingo inner tube at the end of the Direct on somebody's lawn. But these guys are in the water. So I'm really, really hoping that this is something that can happen like in the game. Like, let's say you have a pond or a body of water that's large enough, or maybe they just go to the beach and they're able to sit there for a little bit and then you can put your wetsuit on, swim up to them and talk to them. That would be pretty cool. I would totally love to see that. And we have a bird who landed on the ground over here as well. So that's a cool little aside there. And there's a bunch of stuff, so I might even miss something. So if I miss something, let me know in the comments something that I missed digging around this page here. So it looks, is this Grizzly? We got Grizzly's house here, and in Grizzly's house there's a stack of board games, different boxes or puzzles or like models or something like that. And we have this basket full of pretzels as well, which is pretty cool. I like that. And it looks like behind here, it's one of those freezer chests you would find at like a bodega or a corner store that maybe has some ice cream you could grab going through there. These new pots and pans, I think these were all mostly featured in the Direct itself, so I'm not going to focus too much on them. Scrolling over to the other side, we have the lamp and some vine items, it looks like, or these new plants, whatever those kind of glowy things are. Those are kind of cool, but that shot was in the Direct. So is this one with this table that has some shells on it, and these new drinks keep popping up throughout as well. And down here to Isabel's little section, this was in the Direct as well. We have a few new items that are different colors than we saw. Like there's now a pink version of this hanging shelf. We have a basket, or not a basket, we have a paper bag full of different food items. So it looks like you got shopping. It looks like behind her there's that Chinette set that is customized in a blue color, as well as this new kind of like cubicle furniture that like everybody who's ever gone to IKEA has purchased. All right, going down, and this is where there's a whole bunch of new stuff in higher res images. But this, we saw, and we saw the names of these things when they showed some menus. We even saw this seal fountain right here, and it looks like we have the basket full of pretzels as well. But what we also have is this like clock tower looking thing back here. We have this archway as well, and we also have a carousel, which is pretty cool. They call these Plaza Items, I think, in the Direct. They were labeled, so maybe we can put them down in the plaza, maybe not. Either way, they're still cool, and I'm hoping that, you know, there are different versions of these things depending on your island, just like the monster statue and some of the other items that are, you know, dependent on what color is native to your island. But that shouldn't matter, I don't think, because Reese and Cyrus, their addition to the game allows you to, looks like, to customize some things if you pay some money, or you can just go on Nookazon. What I like about this is there's some more modern furniture, and that's one of my biggest complaints, because that's like my preferred like dream style that I could never afford in real life. Would be like this very like sleek, like mid-century or neo-modern kind of stuff. And so we have some more items like these bar stools that Marshall is sitting at. These look pretty cool modern stools that I would want in my Animal Crossing homes. It looks like we also have an old rotary phone that looks like the one you can call other amiibo friends to hang out with you in the... So if we look over here down in the corner, we also have these new chairs, these love seat kind of things. Those are a cool new little addition, and some other little beverages as well, and some food items that are littered around the place. And these cool... I guess you'd call these chandeliers hanging from the ceiling right here. They kind of have that old stained glass kind of look. Scrolling down to Tabby's haunted house of horrors down here. Let's zoom in just a little bit. Sorry if that's a little bit blurry, but we have some glowy handprints on here. Looks like someone was trying to escape or an experiment went wrong. We saw these partitions and this kind of x-ray computer station in the direct under the hospital section. We have this glowing jar, which is kind of gross, full of goop and such things, on top of like a medicine cabinet or an apothecary kind of. Below that, rest in peace, but it looks like somebody passed away and there are their remains. I don't know what this is. It looks kind of like a smashed cup. Or is that a cast maybe? I don't know. Like IV bag, it looks like. And not to mention this pendant here, which is kind of like a plain hanging light. What looks like an electric chair, so a little bit morbid. Like acacia trees back here. And I'm hoping that those aren't just items, that they might be things that you can grow if you're looking to build like a desert, or maybe you live in a place that has these style trees. That would be really cool for you. And we also have some like wheat, it looks like. I don't remember this in the game. It might just be because I haven't used it a lot, but I don't remember that being anywhere. So hopefully that's a cool new little item. Start over here because there's not much new that I spy, except for maybe this vase. I don't recognize that, but if I'm missing it, you know, correct me in the comments if I missed anything, like I said before. And we have some ceiling lamp back here. I think those are the only two new things. Everything else I recognize. There's some, you know, redos like this light, this stack of board games that we pointed out earlier, but we get a better view of them. And we get this kind of mobile, kind of like hanging thing from the ceiling, which looks like a bird toy kind of item. Going up above that, we have those like little like paper rings that, you know, you would make out of, you know, crepe paper or craft paper, construction paper. That's what I was looking for. They make out of construction paper when you're like a little kid in school and you staple them together or you tape them together or glue them together, whatever. Moving over here, we have these mobiles that are hanging from the ceiling. And there's two different colors, so hopefully you get them in two different colors, or they can be customized. Maybe you have to shop around different items, or you have to talk to Reese and Cyrus. If we move down from here, on the table, there's a bag of potato chips or crisps if you're from the UK. And there are these stuffed animals here that are new. We have a plate of cookies, and I've seen this plate of cookies show up, and it looks like this is a customized one. And then down on the floor below it, there's a craft paper, or like a photo collage book or scrapbook kind of thing. And that one actually shows up in the direct when the same scene as the froggy chair shows up the first time. There's actually a second time where the froggy chair shows up, and there's a yellow froggy chair behind it. So hopefully the froggy chairs are here and we can get them in different colors. But there's also this new bed frame here that looks a little bit more classic for all those people who like to make it look like you live at your grandma's house. We have this new light pendant here, and this table and this drink and this bread basket showed up before. But we also have in the lower right hand corner here, this doll is being polished. I don't recognize that doll. There's some more polishing going on, which is another item, another few things that was added to I'm really excited about that. And there's, you know, if you want to keep digging around, I'm sure that there's stuff we missed. Like I said, let me know, and I'd love to hear what you're most excited about in the comments. We do things like this when there's big updates. We play a lot of Animal Crossing on our channel. I share this channel with my wife. We also do a lot of reviews and Let's Plays as well. So if any of those things sound interesting to you, give us a thumbs up at minimum. That would really help us out with the algorithm. We're really close to 1,000 subscribers, so we'll take a sympathy sub too. And hopefully we'll see you when we do some island tours and we get to see your why can't I say that word? Archipelagos when we do some island tours on our channel as well. We like to show off what you guys did, get some design inspiration, share design codes, all that cool stuff. Hopefully to see you on the next one. Have a great day.